digital radio, on the app, on your smartphone, on X, YouTube, and Facebook. The Sports Cast. Expect the unexpected.
The update presented by the Sportscast.
The Sportscast, October 6th, 2025. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, YouTube, Facebook, X, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. We're also on online digital radio. You can visit our website, thesportscast.net. Also, follow us on X at The Sportscast. And check out our app, the Sportscast for iOS. Week 5 is almost all closed up, all in the history books. The Browns visit London. Minnesota was there for 2 weeks, and Gabriel Dillon has never been outside the country till now, and joining us all the way from Northeast Ohio, who has been outside the country, Mr. Daniel Haddon. Welcome back to the Sportscast.
Yeah, good to be here.
Dan, have you been out of the country?
Oh yeah. I've been a couple different places. We're looking to. Of course, I've been to Canada. You know,
that's an easy one. That's a layup.
Yeah, but other than that, looking to go out of the country once my kids get bigger. So
yeah, it's not easy taking toddlers anywhere on the airplane. Anyways, the Vikings and the Browns had to take an airplane to London. It was a close game, I believe. I did not see it. I was in church, but Dan took the morning off a bit. But your reaction after the Vikings beat the Browns in London?
Well, it was disappointment. I mean, this was when I looked at it, I thought it could have been a winnable game, and it certainly was a winnable game. Overall, Dylan Gabriel, for his first debut as a rookie, I mean, he did fairly well, didn't make any mistakes. Like Flacco was always good for a couple interceptions, but a lot of easy throws, dink and dunks. He was 19 for 33 with under 200 yards. So you think you throw that many times, you get some bigger things down the field. Defensively, they kind of broke down there at the end of the game. In questionable play calling, the first half, they were running the ball. Jenkins looked fantastic. Probably the steal of the draft for a running back. But just some questionable play calls on Stefanski, time management, clock management, a lot of penalties. Just disappointed that they didn't pull that one off.
Rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel had his debut, 2 touchdowns. What did you think about his performance? Obviously, there's I believe the Cleveland Browns are 0-16 with new quarterbacks start for the first game. So we were hoping this one might be different. But what were your thoughts over his performance?
Yeah, no, I mean, he managed the game. I am concerned about his height. I mean, is he being limited?
He's
or
6
maybe
feet,
the
right?
game plan. Yeah, maybe the game plan was to just not make it too difficult trying down the field. He did have some airmail passes down the field that he just kind of threw it. So he had some misses, but overall for first start, I mean, he did pretty good job not turning the ball over for sure.
Well, he's probably going to start next week, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's going to be a big one. Steelers, and the way the Steelers are playing right now, I don't see that a win at all.
Who thought Steelers 4-1?
I know.
AFC North Division. Is it wide open? Because Ravens are 1-4. Browns are 1-4 too,
yeah,
right?
It's wide open. Yeah, no, it's wide open.
Bengals are not done well. Browning.
No.
This is the Steelers' time to win that division.
Injuries have kind of shaken up the AFC North. I mean, the teams that were supposed to be good are banged up right now, and you got the Steelers leading the pack. So
Quite something. Was the year. I guess Mike Tomlin timed it right. Bring in Aaron Rodgers to seal the deal. Steelers. I think they're going to win this division. I don't see the Ravens coming back,
No.
even though they have a bye week in 2 weeks. I think the Bengals. I don't see Jake Browning turning
No.
things around, even though they have Chase Brown. The Browns could be that number 2 spot, perhaps.
And if they can get a string of wins, I mean, that these outside the Steelers games, I mean, they got a stretch where they've got some winnable games. I think, they can. The Patriots, I thought that was winnable before last night, and they're playing at a high level right now. So,
Patriots that easily.
We'll see if
that's very winnable. Raiders, you could beat the Ravens on November 16th on my dad's birthday.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that could be a winnable. Niners,
No, that's
Bears,
not winnable, Dan.
No, I mean I'm literally only seeing four wins on the schedule. 3 more wins. Tennessee, possible.
That's winnable. Chicago, I think that's
Jets,
winnable, Dan.
The Jets, yeah, Chicago could be. Yeah, maybe 4 wins. So that'd be a total of 5 wins for the year.
Yeah, looking at this schedule for the Cleveland Browns,
the Raiders.
Yeah, that's a winnable game. Raiders are probably one of the worst teams with New Orleans. But other news Saturday, Mark Sanchez was stabbed on Saturday. Thought, he was the victim. No, turned out to be he was the guy that was allegedly drunk and started a conversation attacking the 69-year-old truck driver. Dan, you don't want to miss with Mark Sanchez when he's drunk.
No, wow, that was just a complete shocker. When that came out, you're wondering what really happened there. I guess I'd not known him to have that kind of. I mean, he's never ran into anything like this before. Usually, somebody that's going to get that hammered. So it's
fumble.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. This is bigger than the butt fumble for sure.
We'll see what happens. He does call the games for NFL Hawks, so we'll see what happens. He appears to in court tomorrow, so we'll see what they got. But it does not look good for Mr. Mark Sanchez, known for the New York Jets. I think he played for the Colts too for a little bit, or Minnesota. But he played played NFL for 10 years, so we'll see what happens. Poor guy. Hopefully, gets his life straightened out. No more unbeaten teams, Dan, from after this weekend. The Eagles and Bills both losing on Sunday. As you were saying, the Patriots, you didn't see that coming, beating the Bills, but they beat them by 3 points. The NFL has no undefeated teams just 5 weeks into the season. What does that tell us?
Well, it just tells you, that on any given Sunday, a team can lose. I mean, you kind of play these teams where you sort, we should win this game, and anybody can put it together for 1 week. And so in all these close games, I mean, it's just a lot of these games are coming down to one possession, and then a lot of comebacks like we see this week or the next point. It's just like you think you're out of it. You can flip the channel and put on another game or watch golf or something, but and then you turn it on and it's like, oh my gosh, they came back, so it's pretty wild year so far.
Yeah, it's been a wild year. No unbeaten teams. I think a year ago, wasn't Minnesota like 6-0 or something? So they were kind of surprising to be up there. But this year, there's no surprising team. So let me look at the comebacks. We had a couple of comebacks yesterday. Comebacks Sunday, I like to call it. I think the most that I saw that I did not like is Arizona Cardinals losing against Tennessee. I think they were up by 14, 17 points.
They gifted it that
18-point deficit.
Sure. Yeah, they just crumbled and just stupid plays. And
wasn't there one play where the guy dropped the ball to celebrate?
Again, yes, it seems like every week we have that. It's like, come on.
Where are the coaches? Where's the end zone coaches? They got to have a coach for that. The Panthers overcame a 17-point deficit to beat the Dolphins. I thought the Dolphins were going to win it, but Panthers are a legitimate team. Got to watch out for them. The Broncos beating the Eagles. I was not surprised about this one, Dan. I think the Broncos are a good, legit team.
Yeah, well coached too. I mean, you can't count them out. They got a quarterback that's on the rise, so they'll be in every game.
And the Saints' first win of the season, which I still think they're the worst team, but they beat the New York Giants, Jackson Darts, game number 2. I think the Saints, I mean, I would say it was a winnable game for the Saints, I guess.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was a little surprised by it, but definitely a winnable game for sure.
And Commanders being the Chargers, come back from a 10-point deficit, but the Commanders are a good team. Most of the big players are back. Jaden Daniels is back, and that's Stephon Diggs. Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Wait, no, Stephon Diggs played for the Patriots. No, it's just Jaden Daniels came back. But the Commanders, I think once Jaden Daniels is healthy, I think they're good.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's a game changer, and yeah, once he gets back in the swing of things, they'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, well, quite something. Week 5 was definitely a good week, but we're gonna go all through the games because there's a lot going on. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's. Good game for Cleveland, I thought, but running back Quentin Junkins posted his second straight 100-plus yard game. Minnesota survived a 2-game overseas, winning late on Jordan Addison's touchdown. He rebounded after a coach's decision to sit the first quarter.
Yeah, no, it was a great game for Jenkins. I mean, he's the real deal. I think, he's a premier back, very strong, runs downhill, got a burst to him. This game was winnable for the Cleveland Browns, but they just broke down defensively towards the end of the game. Didn't get any stops. Bad clock management by Stefanski. Play calling was a little suspect in the second half, going away from the running game. But overall, Dylan Gabriel had a good rookie debut and didn't pick the ball off. So hopefully going against a good defense next week with the Steelers, hopefully they can open up maybe a little bit for him and see what he could do, because we got to see what quarterback's going to be the future here, because they're probably going to be picking in the top 10 next year. So I'm sure they'll be shopping for a quarterback. If again for this was the 44th starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns since they've come back. So that's like a new quarterback like every 10 games or something. I mean,
what's the deal with Shador in his press conferences last week? I think he was doing some what's it called, the Maheim press conferences where he wasn't speaking much.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed that, but I'm sure people are going to be calling for him to get on the field. They already are on social media in the comments a little bit. So I would imagine before the end of the year, you probably see him strut out there.
Play in December. Let's go to New York, Dan. Dak Prescott threw 2 of his 4 touchdown passes to Jake Ferguson, great tight end. Dallas scored on 2 drives of 90 or more yards in the second quarter, with an O-line missing 4 starters, and the Cowboys cruised past the 0-4 New York Jets 37-22.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise to beat the Jets, but Dak played well. I mean, especially with all those injuries, usually he'd be running for his life and throwing interceptions, but, definitely looked good today. And, the Jets, they have some serious problems going on for sure.
Jets fell 0-5, Dan, with no tackling through 5 games. Yeah. First time since 1933.
Wow. Yeah, and they're usually known for good defense, so it's...
Is it Aaron Glenn, or is it the team and the organization?
You wonder if it's the organization. I mean, Rodgers leaves there and he's successful, so I mean, he's the same player he was at the Jets. So I mean, what's that tell you?
I remember he was like, "Yeah, I don't like the feel in here, the locker room. It's negative." Which Devontae Adams said the same thing. Let's go to the Saints the Giants at the Saints. Spencer Rattler pivotal completion to Rashid Shaheed went for 87-yard touchdown. Safety Jordan Howden returned a fumble, 86 yards for a score, and New Orleans defeated the turnover-prone New York Giants 26-14 for the Saints' first victory under rookie quarterback Kellen Moore. Rookie coach.
No. That was a big win for him. Spencer Rattler had a pretty good game, and the turnovers I think have affected this game for the Giants for sure.
Jackson Dart threw for 2 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions with costly turnovers. He had a horrible day with turnovers. Secondary struggled badly, allowed big multiple plays. Dan likes the Colts. Jonathan Taylor ran for 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Daniel Jones threw 2 touchdown passes while playing another turnover-free game, which is key. And the Colts remain perfect at home, 40-6 rout of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Man, talk about a turnaround with this Daniel Jones. I mean, what a story. I mean, he is just playing phenomenal right now. I mean, they're racking up a lot of points. And, I mean, they got new ownership group. I mean, the girl sits out there with her pad and listen to the plays and stuff. I mean, it's changing the culture there. I mean, they're winning. They're winning big. And, defense is playing well. I mean, holding the Raiders to 6 points. I mean, they're not very good. I mean, that's a whole different story there. But Colts are looking good for sure.
Ownership makes the difference. Bryce Young threw a go-ahead 4-yard touchdown pass to backup tight end Mitchell Evans with 1:59 minutes left remaining. Rico Daddle, remember him from the Cowboys, ran for 206 yards and a score. And Carolina Panthers overcame a 17-point deficit, first half deficit to beat the Miami Dolphins 27-24 on Sunday. It was anyone's game.
Yeah, no, definitely. Bryce Young, stepped up when he needed to. Seems to be progressing there from the first year. Dolphins, man. I mean, it's definitely winnable game. I mean, you're in Miami. What's people calling for McDaniel's job down there? I mean, it can't be
like that. It's been like that since June, to be honest. So,
yeah.
And he's just pulling his glasses. Doesn't say much in the press conferences, but we'll see what the ownership does. Bo Nix, Dan, led the Denver Broncos on 3 scoring drives, on 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. J.K. Dobbins, who came from the Ravens, rushed for a 2-yard score in the period, and the Broncos wiped out a 14-point deficit to hand the Philadelphia Eagles, the world champions, their first loss of the season, 21-17.
No, big win for the Broncos for sure. I was watching the end of that game, and Bo Nix, I mean, he's the real deal. I mean, he's on the upswing. I mean, earlier in the year, you thought maybe it was going to be a sophomore slump, but
injuries.
He pulled up, pretty good this game. Dobbins, I think, is a good feature back for him, and with the defense, Sean Payton is the coach. I mean, they're going to be tough.
Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts threw for a season high with a big plays to Devontae Smith and Saquon Barkley, but the offense went cold late. Azeez Al-Ajari flashed in his second debut. Let's go to Baltimore. They're 1-4, Dan. C.J. Stroud threw for 244 yards and 4 touchdowns, and the Houston Texans scored in all 8 offensive possessions when he was in the game as the Texans strolled to a 44-10 win Sunday over a depleted Baltimore team.
Yeah, no, it just shows, how powerful it is to have Lamar Jackson on your team. I mean, the offense just is non-existent without him. Stroud's gotten it together. I mean, there was a couple weeks ago, people were like, what's going on with CJ? He was off, but this game he looked good. Chubb even give him some running touches. So he must still have something in the tank there that the Browns got rid of. But although our Junkins looks to be going to be pretty good too, so can't complain there.
Still the show. Cooper Rush. Why would the Ravens keep Cooper Rush as their QB2? I mean, different style from Lamar.
Yeah,
Jackson.
I don't know. I would probably roll the dice. I mean, how many weeks is Jackson going to be out?
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. So he has.
Yeah,
like 2 more
I would maybe try Snoop Huntley.
He's in the bench right now.
Same style, to run the ball. Same. They can pretty much run the same offense. So can't get any worse, right?
But not against the Browns. Let's keep Cooper Rush versus the Browns.
Yeah, right.
Let's go to Arizona. This game was kind of shocking to me. Cam Ward threw for a career-high 265 yards. He's a rookie quarterback, by the way. Joey Sly made a 29-yard field goal as time expired, and the Titans snapped a 10-game skid, Dan, with an improbable fourth-quarter comeback, beating the mistake-prone Arizona Cardinals 22-21 by a point.
Yeah, no, I was watching the beginning of that game, and then, oh, man, this game's over. And I found the score, and I watched the highlights. I'm like, oh, my goodness, they just self-destructed there at the end. I mean, they thought they had a touchdown, the Cardinals, and he drops the ball going to the end zone. And then they had an interception, and they think they would just run but the guy fumbled the intercept. It was like a bloopity-blue, that he fumbled it, and then the guy kicked it, and another guy jumped in and then they Tennessee recovered in the end zone. I mean, it was wild. Yeah, big comeback there for the Titans.
And a touchdown drop by Marvin Harrison Jr. celebrated before he scored that touchdown. Where are the end zone coaches, Dan?
Yeah, exactly.
This game was an eye opener. I actually circled this game and highlighted this game because it's going to be huge. Between the Sam Darnold versus Baker Mayfield, which was drafted in the same year. You remember that. Yeah. After a deflection off defensive end Logan Hall's helmet, Levante David found himself in the right spot to intercept Sam Darnold with 58 seconds left. His pick set up Chase McGoffin 39-yard field goal as time expired, and the Buccaneers escaped with a thrilling 38-35 win over Seattle on Sunday. I know you miss Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I'm really salty. It's like the one that got away, you know. I mean, to see what he's doing right now, he's playing at MVP caliber right now. I mean, he has a grit about him that there's no, flinching. You know, when you're down, he just kind of has that fight, and brought him back and shootout game. I mean, back and forth. But giving him the Tampa's going to be a big front runner for sure with the weapons they've got with Evans and Mbuka. I mean, that guy's a stud. Probably in the front runner for offensive player of the year, rookie rather, one of them, because he's just playing phenomenal.
Yeah, Mbuka had 163 yards and a score. Baker Mayfield at 370 yards, 2 touchdowns. There was a video. He was messing with the Seattle Seahawks fans right before the game. It's like watch out halftime. You're going to see that score, which I don't remember the halftime score, but I know they beat him at the end. That's the most important. Let's go to Cincinnati. Jake Browning, Dave Montgomery ran for a touchdown then and threw for 1 on a trick play as the Detroit Lions rolled to their 4th straight win at 37-24 over the reeling Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Gibbs got a touchdown, and Chase Brown. They do have weapons, but the quarterback is the issue.
Yeah, no, definitely without the quarterback, they're just not a very good team right now. Way closer than it should have been. I mean, they were really getting blown out there at the beginning, and the Bengals mustered some things to make it somewhat close. But the Lions are just putting points on the board. I mean, they started off a little rusty in the year, but they're really, if you can't score, 21 points or more, you're not going to have a chance right now with the Lions.
Should Cincinnati trade for a quarterback?
He said he wasn't going to. I don't understand. And he's on the hot seat. I mean, I on my thread, on my TikToks, people are saying, oh, I'll trade you. We'll take your coach and you could take ours. So they're not happy with him down there.
He might be on the chopping block. Let's go to Washington. After the defense forced a big fumble in the second quarter, Daniels and the Washington Commanders, all hell Commanders, didn't look back, reeling off 20 straight points to beat the Los Angeles Chargers 27-10 on Sunday. Jaden Daniels had 231 yards, 2 total touchdowns, thrived behind solid protection. Running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt ran for 111 yards. He had highlights all day and 2 touchdowns. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, having Jaden Daniels back is huge for the Commanders, offensively. And then, if they can get the running game going like that, they're going to be tough to beat. Herbert, he may have been a little distracted. I don't know if you heard he's got a new love interest that was on the sidelines. Madison Bear, she was at the game, actually. There's video of them kissing before the game and stuff, and other musicians. So he might be a little distracted. So he hasn't been playing very well.
Would you rather have a new girlfriend or a podcast? What's more distracting? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let's go Sunday Night Football. This game, I heard Dan picked the Bills. Stephon Diggs had 10 catches for 146 yards, with 119 coming in the second half, in a 23-20 win over the Bills, sealed by Andy Baragalis, hitting a 50-yard field goal. Another field goal kicker here. With 15 seconds remaining. Is Mike Vrabel turning the ship around, Dan?
Yeah, no, it's a culture thing. I mean, it's about toughness and grit, and he's kind of changed the culture. He's not gonna make it easy for anybody. He's straight to the point, and they're playing with fire, and defense is there, and Drake May. I mean, he's showing some promise that he can be the guy, and Stephon Diggs. I mean, he had a great game. I'm sure he was chomping at the bit going up against his old teammates, but he was playing with fire for sure in this one. And the Bills, I mean, the first half was just boring. I'm like, is this the Bill? I mean, it was like 6-3. I mean, it's like, and you got Toronto Blue Jays putting up 13 points in the baseball game. It's like, what is going on here? What am I watching?
Dan watches all sports, including the MLB postseason. Don't you wish you had Mike Vrabel as the Browns coach?
Well, he was in the Cleveland system. Yeah. I mean, they let him go. I mean, I would have loved to just fire Stefanski and just say, hey, we're going to promote you. I mean, that would have been the thing to do, but something that they just love this guy. I mean, the press conference is just the same every week. We got to be better, offensively, defensively, special teams. I got to coach better. We'll look at some film and I'll be better next week. That's it. Every week he says the same thing. So that was my Stefanski impression. So
you think winning 2-time coach of the year is keeping him on the job?
That's all anyone wants to talk about, when you try to say, why is he here? So I don't, eventually, what have you done for me lately?
Exactly. Ron Stefanski might be the luckiest guy to hold on to his job. I think he's one of those coaches that I'm surprised he's not let go by now. But
yeah,
he could play. He could say, "Hey, I'm 2-time coach. You gave me Deshaun Watson. I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So, and I got Flacco. But we'll see what happens with these rookies. We got one more game tonight, Dan, and it's going to be a good game. I think the Chiefs are 2-2. They're trying to be over 500. The Jaguars are 3-1. They're pretty hot. They defeated the Niners last week. So this is going to be a big Monday night game. I've never seen a Jacksonville game this big. Who do you got tonight? Chiefs at the Jaguars.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be close, but I'm going with the Chiefs just because, don't let those two losses fool you. I mean, they've got their weapons back. They got speed back now.
Worthy, I think it's game day decision.
It's game day.
Yeah, he has an ankle issue still.
Okay, so that if he's not go, this changes the team. It changes the dynamic. So,
yeah,
I might have to change my pick then. The Jaguars. It's all on Worthy. Forget Mahomes. It's Worthy. He's worthy, right?
Yeah, and keep in mind, like a year ago, it was the Chiefs defense that kind of, took the Chiefs all the way to the Super Bowl, I think. But they're not. It's not translating again this year. So, but
no, it isn't.
Win this year. I mean, like tonight, not this year. If the Chiefs win tonight, then they might just play like the marathon game. But not having Xavier Worthy, it's just cost them. They haven't. I mean, they got to trade for a wide receiver, maybe a Chase Brown. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't think he's ready. Well, I got the Chiefs tonight. I think they'll find a way to win. Their offense. They're gonna have to have a plan B. The plan B hasn't worked out, but I don't think Juju Schuster might be the guy. We'll find out. Anyways, there you have it. Week 5. Dan, what is the best way to reach you online to talk to you about your TikTok?
Yeah, so you can read me on X, Danimal2478, or on TikTok, Dan the Funeral Man. I just recently started talking a little Browns. I have a viral 30,000 views talking about
getting some engagement on that
and getting fired. So probably be doing a little bit more on the Browns on TikTok at Dan the Funeral Man for sure.
Telling Gabriel, quarterback, interesting where his career he's been overshadowed a lot, especially with Shedeur Sanders, and we'll see where this kid takes it because it's quite something. His story, drafting two big quarterbacks, I think. So.
Exactly.
And did you read that story that the Ravens wanted Shedeur Sanders?
I did. Yeah, I think he's probably regretting passing because he'd probably be playing right now for the Ravens.
Exactly, and that style of football is similar. So. We'll see what happens. You can reach us at thesportscast.net on our website or the Sportscast1 on X, Instagram, and Threads. We'll be live tweeting tonight for the Chiefs at Jaguars. Should be pretty exciting. And then things get a little bit crazier. Like bye weeks are coming up. More games in London. Was this the first time Browns playing in England? Or
yes, yeah, I think it was one. I think it might have been the first one that they were playing out of the country.
Cool. And the Browns came out with good support there, or are you some more Vikings?
It seems to be. Yeah, it seemed like that there was some support there for him for sure.
Yeah, usually it's the one that travels over there.
Right.
I mean, there's some locals that go, but it was which actually was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It was a good one. Anyways, that's all she wrote. Dan, thanks for coming on.
Yep. Talk to you later.
And
See
this
ya.
was your update.